Forgotten about investments. It's very easy to overlook certain sealed products when you're investing in Pokemon cards. We all know the go-to, Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes, booster boxes, Elite Trainer boxes, but sometimes some products can actually outperform those. And it's really interesting. They get very forgotten about and washed up in the grand scheme of all the sealed products that get released. So I'm going to talk you through 5 of them today. 5 forgotten products that I actually think are quite good investments. Number 1 on my list is the Charizard EX Special Collection Box. Now this came out last year. The pack selection is fairly solid. And also it has some promos inside there. It has Charmander, Charmeleon, and of course the big dog Charizard. And you also get the Jumbo Charizard as part of it. And it's only 60 bucks. Pretty cheap. Even if you add up the packs individually, you nearly reach that price as it is. You're getting 2 Surging Sparks, 2 Journey Together, and 1 Paradox Rift. So you're getting about, $40 odd worth of packs inside there, plus of course the promos. Now, you might look at this box and go, well, it's just another generic box. But it's really funny. And I'm not saying for any moment that these 5 examples that I'm giving you are the best investments you can spend your money on right now. That's not what I'm saying. This is a forgotten about. These are the products that people don't look at, the attention doesn't go to, but they're actually quite solid pickups. I'm not saying they're the world's best investments and you're going to get, you're going to make more money off them than if you're buying booster boxes of certain sets. No, not what I'm saying. I'm saying these are forgotten about and can be good. Now, this reminds me a little bit of the Charizard and Reshiram box. Now, I remember when this came out and look, it had a few more packs in it. But I can remember it just being like 50 bucks forever. And they were everywhere, sitting on the shelves and everyone's going, well, they're never going to go. And look at them now. It's funny, even collection boxes can go up in price. And this one here, anything with Charizard on the box art, even the artwork seems to add some value to these products. So with, we all know Surging Sparks is a really solid set. Journey Together is better than people give it credit for, as is Paradox Rift. So the pack selection inside here is pretty solid, plus Charizard promos, plus it's 60 bucks, and if you can work a deal on it with someone, maybe you're at a card show or something, maybe online you put in a best offer or something on eBay. If you can work a deal around 50 bucks on this, I think it's a great pickup. Number 2 on my list is Team Rocket's Mewtwo EX Collection Box. You've got 2 big dogs on the front here with Mewtwo and Giovanni. Now, coupled with that, you are actually, look, you're only getting 4 packs, but it's only a bit over $50, this collection box. You're getting 2 Destined Rivals packs and 2 Journey Together packs. To be exact, its current market price is $53 US. So, you're getting Destined Rivals will go down fantastically. I'm not saying it's as good as Evolving Skies because it's not. But think about all the sealed products from Sword and Shield era that had Evolving Skies or Fusion Strike packs inside them. Even if they had poor or weak promos, those collection boxes that have Fusion Strike or Evolving Skies inside it, those collection boxes are worth a lot of money. It's insane how quickly they've gone up. So this for $53, coupled with the fact that you've got a Mewtwo promo, plus a couple of Giovanni promos inside there. Look, the Giovanni promos are nothing to rave about, I know that, but the Mewtwo's not too bad. A Mewtwo EX from a promo, that's a pretty strong promo there at just over $50 US. Before I jump into number 3, I wanted to give a shout out to today's video sponsor, which is of course the Collector app. There'll be a link in the description to download it. It is the one-stop app for all your investing and collecting needs. It's such a good app. It's the staple go-to. If you don't have it, please grab it. You'll be surprised how amazing it is. And if you're not a pro user, I'll urge you to sign up to become a pro user because the data you can unlock just helps so much. Like whenever I'm looking at sealed products or slabs, or singles, going back in time and seeing how they've performed, it helps so much. You can do anything and everything in this app. Value all your cards, value all your sealed product, check how the analytics for any given set are going, seeing the top hits inside a set, seeing if a trade is worth it, seeing your total portfolio value. It's just got everything. Again, there'll be a link in the description to download the Collector app. Now, before I go on to number 3, again, one more thing. I just want to talk about collection boxes. And this is a very simple equation, but what actually makes them good? What actually makes them forgotten about? What makes them forgotten about is a couple of things. They're a little bit hard to store, but the main thing that makes, what have you got to look for? What have you got to look for that makes a good one? It's pretty easy. You know, who is the mascot of the box? That's really, really important because the mascot of the box will generally be the promo of the box. Now that, coupled with the pack selection inside the box, is what you're looking for. So if you have mascots like Mewtwo and Charizard that I've just picked, if you have mascots like Evolutions, if you have Pikachu for argument's sake, you get it. Any good Pokemon as a mascot will generally lead to a decent promo. And on top of that, if you've got some good pack selection inside there, it's going to make for a good performing collection boxes. There are certainly some terrible performing collection boxes that could have been the worst possible investments you could have parked your money into in the hobby. There is no doubting that in any way, shape or form. There's collection boxes of like, you know, the weakest Pokemon that people have no affinity to. There's no love for, with weak pack selection. And as a result, you know, you could have parked $40 into a collection box 5 years ago and it could be worth $50 now. You know, weak investment compared to what you could have spent some money on with other things 5 years ago. Number 3 on my list, so this is a little left of field, one little interesting one, Paldea Adventure Chest. Not quite a collection box, but a chest. Inside this, you get a few cool things. Its current market price is $106 US. You're getting 6 packs. You're getting packs like Paldea Evolved and Obsidian Flames, which are both, particularly Paldea Evolved, very strong set. Obsidian Flames, a little bit of a dark horse. We all know how hard the gem rates are on Obsidian Flames and Paldea Evolved, and that makes a lot of the illustration rares from those sets be worth a lot as a PSA 10, and that will add value to them as time ticks by. You're also getting things like a toy Pikachu and an illustration rare Pikachu promo. Now that illustration rare Pikachu promo, you can just see it on the picture here. That's an awesome promo. That's an absolute little gem sitting there. That's a great little promo. Very, very good looking card. And at just over $100 for this adventure chest, I think it's a great pickup. It's a really, really cool little product to have as part of your investment portfolio. And that's the thing. Sometimes you do have to diversify a little bit when it comes to investment portfolios. I mean, if all you care about is space, well, just go ahead and buy booster boxes. Buy cases of booster boxes, stack them on top of each other and look boring. But you know what? Sometimes it's cool to have a diversified collection. You know, I don't know if you can quite see it on this frame, but I've got, you know, the 151 Blooming Waters collection box sitting up there. On this side, I've got things like, you know, the non-regular Sword and Shield base Elite Trainer boxes with the Zacian and Zamazenta. They're blacked out with the gold in there. They're sort of cool. Like, sometimes it's cool to have different things as part of your collection and or investment portfolio. Number 4 on my list, a little bit more mainstream, is Team Rocket's Moltres UPC. This is a interesting UPC because, you know, when you think of UPC, you think exactly of those words, ultra premium collection. So it should be ultra premium and it should be super, super collectible. I quite like this. I like the fact that I like the look of the box sealed. I like the fact we've got the Rockets logo inside there. I love the promo. This promo is really, really good. It's the stamped Moltres SIR. It's from the set, but you're getting the stamped Destined Rivals version. I think it's one hell of a good promo. Now the pack selection, you're getting a huge amount of packs. You're getting 16 packs inside here of Scarlet and Violet era booster packs. I think it's a pretty good pickup. Its current market price is up there though, $349. Of course, it would have made more sense to buy this back in the day when it first came out. You know, is this as good a UPC as some other UPCs you could have picked up along the Scarlet and Violet era? No, you know, it's not as good for argument's sake as the 151 UPC. In my opinion, it's a stronger UPC than something like the Greninja or the Terapagos UPCs. We seem to have an influx of UPCs during the Scarlet and Violet era. I was like, damn, how many do you want to release? But if I were to rank them really, I mean, number 1, of course, would be the 151, and then this one would be in at number 2. Don't forget, Prismatic, of course, had the Super Premium Collection, which I guess, you know, what's the difference between Ultra Premium and Super Premium? Like, you'd probably put them on the same sort of page, wouldn't you? But I think this is a decent pickup at $349. And the last one on my list, number 5, is the Lucario and Tyranitar Premium Collection. You're getting 2... Again, think of all these products that I'm telling you. I'm not saying get the I always pick on this guy. Geez, he cops some strays. I'm not saying get the Weedle collection box, which has, a very basic Weedle promo with bad pack selection inside there. I'm saying here, you buy the collection boxes that have good mascots. If you think back to the 5 that I've given you, we've had Charizard, we've had Mewtwo, we've had Giovanni, we've had Pikachu with the Paldea Adventure Chest. We've had Moltres on the Team Rocket's Moltres. And now we've got Lucario and Tyranitar. Inside this, you're also getting 14 packs. It's just over $200. But this is based around one of the best sets, Prismatic Evolutions. Think about it, 14 packs of Prismatic Evolutions and 4 promos. If you buy a regular Elite Trainer box, you're getting 9 packs. So you're getting 5 extra packs in the regular Elite Trainer box. Plus, it's not too much dearer than the regular Elite Trainer box. It's actually representing quite good value at about $200. And again, if you can work a deal, it's actually the climate to work a deal. And that's what you got to think about in the Pokemon investing space. When times are great, and it is an absolute seller's market because it's the world's biggest bull market, which we've seen over the last 18 months. It's very hard to work a deal with someone. Why is it hard to work a deal? Because people know that they're going to be able to sell it. If you don't buy it, they'll sell it to someone else. But the moment things start to dry up the tiniest amount, and a little bit of panic sets in, that's when you can start working deals. Because people that are in a selling position, or people that have a store, or people that go to card shows and have and vend there, they need to keep turning over product. They need to keep the income stream coming in so they can turn over and buy new things. Turnover is so important to a business. So the moment it starts getting a little bit dry, eBay sellers, it doesn't matter where it's at. That's the moment when you can start working some deals with people. And whether it's $10 off or $5 off or $20 off, every little bit counts, but people probably aren't going to say no to deals when the climate's a little bit harder. If you put a booster box on eBay and typically, that booster box sells within a day because it's super sought after and you've priced it to market as a seller, well, great. If someone puts an offer in, like if you had a Destined Rivals booster box and it's up for $600 US and the market's super strong and you're selling one a day, and then all of a sudden you put a box up because the market's gone a bit quieter and it's just not selling, that's when you're open to offers. If you're selling one a day and someone puts you in a stupid offer of $500, you're going to say no. You're just going to reject the offer instantly. Even if someone puts in an offer of $550, you're going to reject it. But if times are a little bit quieter as a seller, you're probably going to take an offer of $575 or $580 on your box if it means turning over profit and reinvesting into something else. So as a buyer, please keep that in mind. Collection boxes, they're not as sought after as booster boxes, Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes, or regular Elite Trainer boxes. So sometimes that gives you an opportunity to scoop these up as a deal, as I just mentioned. And also, sometimes they can get left in the rear view mirror and just it feels like they're not as popular. So sometimes in that instance, they can be great pickups and the price can present that opportunity for you. I'm Michael, this is Pokeoz. Thank you so much for everyone. Thank you so much everyone for tuning in. Your support means a lot. I love having the community here, the comments that I see down below. It's awesome. Life's always super busy for me lately, so sorry if I don't get back to everyone, but I do very much appreciate your support and your viewership. It means a lot, and I'll catch you all next time.